Welcome back, Halo Wars Day people. Today here we got a game against Crazy Bullet, and oh my god, it's Rampage. They are playing Cutter RB, we're playing Anders RB. So really quick, sorry for telling you guys that or for not posting a video in a little while. It's kind of unfortunate of me. So right here, they've got the better spawn than us, which means they're definitely Pelican glitching. Because we noticed their ghost is going up north, so I just tell Limitz, Cape, since they got that side, we're gonna ensure we get the other side. They're not even getting their hog near the ramp. And there's green second hog, which means they obviously Pelican glitched. Limitz gets his ghost on the hog. I get a ram, and Teals comes over as well. So we end up killing Purple's ghost. I end up losing my hogs, and Limitz ends up passing up on the hog and buys both pads. So I just check the other pads with my hogs because I'm pretty sure they Pelican glitched, and they did. They already have the barracks up building marine, so I get my 2 hogs to go camp the reactor, and I'm going to keep them out of it and attempt to get my marine in the hook. So now Limitz is going to the RB's base, and the RB's base is going to Limitz base, and I was kind of hoping Limitz did a little bit more damage than he actually did in this game, because since he has both hooks, you know, he has a better eco than the other RB, but I guess that doesn't make too much of a difference in the beginning. So I see his hog there gathering resources. Marine comes over, get that double ram in. Turret starts shooting at me. I back off really quick, get that 3rd ram, and last round. So really, he isn't gonna get in this hook for quite some time here. Notice his hogs, red bar, get that ram, boom. Now I can gather all the resources on the map and hopefully catch up on eco, because he has the side pad and I don't. So there we go, got barracks going up 5th. My marine is, it's just barely up. And Arbiter's at his base, tell him it's that. Build my marines. Got gunner now in case he sends more than 1 marine at a time. And I build a 2nd marine. I think the 2nd marine is like the key thing in me winning the game, because 2nd marine allows me to get in that other hook a little bit later in the game, and I just toss it in the hook. So I'm pelicaning over, get my tech 2. There's that RB hitting Limitz's base, and Limitz is raging his grunts. Limitz isn't really doing that much damage considering he has both the pads, unfortunately. But I checked to see if he blows up the barracks. He didn't. Got my marine in the hook there, waiting for, to get that hook in the near future. I think it's because Limitz built turrets in the back, but I don't know. So I got the hook now. I'm gonna scout that barracks. Got my 2 last pads upgrading. See, he hasn't built anything. I should have had my hog shooting at that earlier then. Microing my warthog to get resources. Taking out that barracks. Getting citadel on my base in a bit. The thing I love about this map here is there's thousands and thousands of resources all over the map. So I've moved my marine to the bottom hook just because I feel like it's less distance. So here we got that Spartan come out. Didn't want him to hijack my hog, so I microed a little bit here. Oh yeah, and this video actually is a little bit old because, as you can see there, BB sent that message quite some time ago. Fortunately, I haven't been playing Halo Wars too much lately because I've just been busy. Busy and tired, unfortunately. So, got Tech 2. I decided to get Tech 3. Probably should have went Vehicle Depot next, but not that big of a deal, I guess. Would have allowed me to get tanks out quicker. What I was trying to do is go all the way to Canny first before building a tank, but guess it wasn't the best idea.
Local units. Local units.
So here we got
Local units.
Spartans and flamers and such.
Local units.
Spartans attempting to hijack my hog, gets on my hog, they kill my marine out of the hook. I try and do as much damage. If I don't want that Spartan to do anything, drive it into the turret. Snipers kill the Spartan, try and do some damage on the flamers, but I lose my hog. I should have probably been able to keep that hog and take out all of his flamers, but the base there was kind of giving me trouble. So there's his RB. See, this is why I should have went VD a little bit earlier, because I would have already, had one tank out. And I see his base, he's getting his, VD up as well. RB's grunting my VD. So I continued to build hogs. Right now, this here is like a really shitty position for me to be into, because that RB's stopping my VD, but luckily I get a tank out just in time before he destroys that. Except, here's even more unfortunate, is their cutter has 2 tanks out, and I have 1. I probably could have had 2 out by this time, but after getting in that reactor, I decided to go another reactor, get 3 tech first. So since their RB's raging around, I lock my base, start stacking up gremlins, and then I say, hey Limitz, where the fuck are you? And I don't even know where Limitz is, unfortunately. So try to get a couple rams in here on this arbiter. Rages my hogs. Limitz has decided to build vampires first, not banshees. I don't know why, because Limitz had the side hooks, which means he had a better eco. Limitz's arbiter's coming over, and she's like, it's all good, I'm just going to rage the tanks.
All units. All units.
So here we go, Limitz in rage mode. And this, I think, here is one of the most key things in the game. D-bomb. Limitz's arbiter gets D-bombed, and they, start shooting the fuck out of them. I'll unlock my base, get my 1 tank to attack the 1 tank, get my gremlin to stun the full health tank. Their arbiter can't rage. There we go. So the situation over here has kind of been dealt with, except Limitz could have probably sent in his maps earlier. Has that second stun on the tank. Ain't going nowhere, and we notice, boom, kid got PT. I've got stock tanks, so his tanks are way ahead, except for since he just got PT, that's his only tank right there. And we luckily get a kill on it. Still got that extra $100 marine early game I spent, but here it's key, it's vital, because I'm gonna go across that bridge, throw my marine in it. I got my tech 3 just up now, so I'm getting canister shell, and I'm gonna get myself some chain amplifier and PT as well. Here you go, just waiting for that shield to turn on, and then we'll be good to go. And Limitz went vampires first because I have no idea why. I think since we were so much ahead, he should have probably went banshees, but I don't know, I guess it's not that big of a deal. So here we go, come across, take out the turret so it doesn't shoot my marine. Then just take out some rebels.
Vampires though.
Get canny. Fail at the canny glitching.
Reactor claimed.
And then save Limitz's path. So basically this entire game so far, the cutters had 2 extra pads of me.
Focusing
But
left.
Limitz has had 2 extra pads than the Arbiter.
Grab this.
So now that Limitz has air superiority, he is taking the side hooks with his Banshees. I've got my Marine in the hook. Got my made sure my tanks were on the other side of the shield, or the wall, before it turned off. There's the bridge, I guess, I suppose. Now Limitz is taking out both pads for me. Grab them both. Got 2 Grims. My tanks unfortunately get caught here. Get a canny off. Kills one of my tanks. So he gets I think 3 wolves because you know they have tank lead, I guess. We have air lead. I heal Limitz really quick, and here his tanks come over. Get some stuns in there, some chain amps. Just research chain amp, just as I shot that shot, which is kind of awesome. There are RBs here, unfortunately, so I just shoot the second smell. Losing those gremlins no matter what. And I drop a D-bomb because I actually don't want the Arbiter raging the air or my tanks that, you know, roll out. Limitz focuses down the air unit. Limitz dodges the canny. Now, what's kind of funny is there's a D-bomb right on the other side of the base, but his tanks so trips to not be in it. Pretty sure Limitz is repeating cannon. We take out this whole army here. Now, goal is just kind of pump out tanks.
Yes, sir. All units. Did you PT yourself? Holy shit, nice. We're ready.
Limitz, congratulations on me on my PT. Jump a Marine out of the hook, grab some money, and
Local units.
they're taking, or Limitz taking him out of the hook because he's starting to get maps out right now.
Make him have to come back over here. Got it.
And here we go.
Look at all my black bar banshees.
So, their Arbiter decides it's in their best interest to just rage down Limitz's Arbiter.
Local units.
And I decide it's in my best interest to just
Units.
gather resources because my economy kind of sucks.
All units.
So I'm trying to double pump tanks while building
All
gremlins. And
units.
I don't think Anders really can do that on 3 heavies and 2 unupgraded.
Enemy
But
engagement.
I'm gathering resources all around the map. I also decided to clear this out here for Limitz.
The good thing is I'm all
Then we
for
can,
so even if they push
I don't know, be awesome. Check out that candy glitching.
Alright.
Like a boss. So we'll keep building tanks. And gremlins. Their tanks come over. Gremlin gets almost caught and dead.
I'll see if I can
Get a kill on one of his tanks. And I don't know if I'm going to get that Grim out of there. Nope.
All units.
But I got to kill one of his tanks. Yay! Alright, so now I got 4 tanks. 1 gremlin. Limitz has gathered all the money. Asked for a heal. Drop a heal really quick.
It's 'cause I'm queuing up all
And
these,
prepare myself. Get that red bar in the back. Get the ones with more health in the front. And told Limitz to grab that base a little while ago. So he got it now. Here's their Arbiter.
All
So here we go. Canny them in the face. Now get them gremlin stuns.
All units.
Now that was pretty epic. Too easy.
All units. All units.
Alright. Now he sends in his vamps. Limitz, his Arbiter comes in
All units.
and takes out the rest of his tanks. And now we can pretty much push and win the game.
All
Cause yeah, their arbiter's dead and stuff. Although what we probably should have done was pushed on the arbiter's base, not the cutter's base, because would have been an easier win, I suppose. Here we go, keep building them tanks, almost at full pop. There you go, got their vamps. Limitz is requesting a cryo, but I'm pretty sure he has them all out vamped. Drop some BDs. I'm stupid here. And I actually canister. I can't afford the crowd, but I get Mac blasted. Ouch, that fucking hurt. Take out their VD, and I decide to canister shell one of their tanks. And use the stun as well. I probably should have not used my canister shell, knowing that Arbiter was going to be out in the near future, but here he is raging the fuck out of my tanks, unfortunately. So I just lost all of my shit. I kinda need to get the fuck out of there. So I try to get my tanks out of there. Except for their Arbiter eats all my shit. Nom nom nom. Also, this is Showteck. I don't know if you guys know him. He has his own YouTube channel, posts YouTube videos quite frequently. I'll post his channel in the description, I guess. And so at this point, in my opinion, the game's pretty much over. So Limitz as an expansion, we have them out-tanked-ish, and their Arbiter is dead. I think Limitz just raged him down. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And I wasn't crying in the beginning of the video. I was yawning. GG, no read.
All units. All units.
Scorpion ready for combat.
Your team is victorious.